I am so glad you are here. I'm Liz from Vegas Books and Herbs, and today we are going to be talking about setting your wishes free so that they can come true. There's a few ways to do it, but the one I want to focus on today has to do with finding yourself a good leaf and a good marker or magical ink would also be a great choice here, but tougher to work with. These are brittle surfaces often, and you do have to write on them rather gently. So something with a soft tip is a good idea. If you are going to use a magical ink, my honest recommendation is that you grab a Q-tip to write with, just because it's got that cushion on it. But I've got my bay leaf, and if you're going to use a bay leaf, think in terms of magic to conquer things, to come out victorious, to graduate from something. These would all be really good reasons to use a bay leaf. You could also use a eucalyptus leaf, which is longer, so you actually have a little bit more room to write. But think about eucalyptus leaves for breaking hexes, for working against negative magic that you feel might be part of your world right now. Think of eucalyptus as something to cleanse, and think of bay as something for victory. So I've got this, and pick a word that you think symbolizes what you're looking for. So I'm going to borrow one from that I was reminded about by Doc Murphy, one of our tarot readers who was also a hoodoo specialist, and use the word she wrote for her magic on this leaf. And this has to do with financial success. So you write a couple of dollar signs. Harder to do. And then a couple of cent signs. That's the one where my penmanship's a little weak. And then a couple of dollar signs, because it kind of looks like you wrote the word success. So here's my not great penmanship, but there's my leaf. Now that I've got this written on my leaf, I want to take it to a crossroads, perhaps on a windy day, so that I can release it into the wind. And by the way, a crossroads is just any two roads that cross. That's all that is. It's just an intersection, right? Or if I think it's more appropriate to work with water as opposed to air, then take this to any flowing little stream that you're nearby. Even the ocean potentially would be a great place for this, depending on the magic you're doing. So you can drop it into that little stream or river or the ocean and give it to the water gods rather than the gods of the air, or the entities of the air versus the entities of the water. So if you're doing work where maybe you have some growth to do, like on a personal level, maybe there's some emotional growth that needs to happen, think about water. If this is a more intellectual pursuit, think about air. If it's financial, I would think about air more than water. But with that in mind, take your leaf and release it. This is a nice dried bay leaf, and release it so that the universe can take it away and take care of it for you. The alternative with this one, and I would try it as my second spell, is write it on the leaf, put the leaf in your shoe, and allow that magical power to gradually come up through your feet, legs, hips, body, all the way up until it suffuses your entire being with that dream that you had, that wish that you have, that you need to come true. It'll keep you focused on your goals, and it will keep you striving. And that's what we got to do right now, right? We got to work for what we want. That's just the way life is sometimes. So for now, I wish you lots of success and all the best. From myself, Liz, and all the staff here at Magick Books and Herbs in Minneapolis and at magicbooks.com. Love seeing your subscribes, likes, shares, comments. You never know when I will comment back. And please, thanks again for all the likes, subscribes, shares, all of that wonderful stuff. We so appreciate you all, and we look forward to seeing you here in the shop in Minneapolis or online at magicbooks.com. Blessed be.